Pecking order. Understanding chickens' social dynamics. This is an article that I wanted to share. Chickens are social creatures. They play and explore together, satisfying their curiosity and need for companionship. However, like many social animals, a chicken flock must establish a hierarchy to figure out how things will work around the coop. This hierarchy is known as pecking order. Chickens use the pecking order to establish who in the flock is more dominant. While the idea of pecking orders may seem violent, it can help keep order in the coop as your chickens establish their role in the flock's dynamic. Chicken keepers should understand how the pecking order works and why it's important. The more you know, the better chance you have of helping your flock's hierarchy run smoothly and without too much squabbling. The purpose of a pecking order. Chickens establish their pecking order out of natural instinct. They use this hierarchy to determine the order in which they will eat and drink. The pecking order also affects activities like roosting, egg laying, and mating. Much of a chicken's life is influenced by its place in the pecking order. Stronger, more dominant chickens at the top of the order get first access to food, water, and treats. They also get their pick of roosting space. Chickens at the lower end of the pecking order must wait their turn for these things. When lower-ranking chickens try to usurp their flock members by getting to these things first, they'll get knocked back into place with a peck or show of dominance. Of course, these rankings aren't always permanent. As chickens age and new members join the flock, everyone's place in the pecking order can shift. Some dominant chickens will even relinquish their spot as they grow older or tired of their duties. Who's at the top? The chicken at the top of the pecking order has plenty of responsibilities to go alongside its privileges. This chicken is the strongest and healthiest of the flock. As such, he or she plays the role of flock protector. They practice constant vigilance, keeping an eye out for predators and other dangers to their little feathery family. If a hawk flies overhead, the chicken at the top of the pecking order is the one to herd the flock to the safety of the coop. If there are disputes between other members of the flock, the alpha chicken will step in to settle it. If you have a rooster in your flock, he will most likely take the top spot of the pecking order. If you have other roosters in the flock, they'll take their natural places throughout the hierarchy. With no roosters in a flock, an older, stronger hen will take the role of alpha chicken. That said, hens tend to be less violent with their shows of dominance, leading to a calmer establishment of the pecking order. Establishing the hierarchy. As mentioned above, chickens establish and maintain their roles in the pecking order through shows of dominance. These incidences are often quick and mostly harmless. If a chicken wants to confront another member of the flock, it might strut about, flap its wings, fluff its feathers, and squawk at the other birds. Sometimes that's all it takes, and the other members of the flock will concede, establishing that the challenger is higher than they are in the pecking order. However, if the second chicken doesn't concede, the confrontation can escalate to pecking and squabbling. This might also end quickly with nothing more than a few lost feathers. However, if neither chicken backs down, they will keep fighting. In extreme situations, this can lead to serious injury or even death. While establishing the pecking order is a natural process, you want to keep an eye on your flock. Once a squabbling escalates to the point of drawing blood, it's time to break it up and separate the birds for a while. I will leave a link below if you want to read the rest of the article. on, Dev. Divya. Dev. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl.